Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sims 3 speed build. Today we're working on, it's kind of like a medium-sized house. It has 3 bedrooms. I don't exactly remember how many bathrooms it is, so it's a little bit more, I guess you could say, I don't know, it's still a traditional home, but it's not quite like the builds I was doing before. I really don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I'm just rambling. The house will come in at about 73,000 simoleons, so it's not too bad on price. Unfurnished will come in around 35,000, so it's not too bad on price. It's a medium-sized home, I guess, and it would work good for, the family that's, rising up in the world, I guess. So just again here, me messing with that roof as always. I'm always doing something. I'm always trying different things. Sometimes I'm not 100% certain what I want, so I will put something in just to kind of see how it looks. And then sometimes I keep it and sometimes I get rid of it. So that's, a lot of times that's what I'm doing. So, but this is basically the structure of the house. I don't think... Okay, yeah, I think I do put a porch on. I really can't remember this house. I don't know why. For whatever reason, I just am not thinking of it. I don't know. I was trying something different with the porch roof. I don't normally do it too often. I think it stays where I have the roof, there above the porch, and I take out the wall, just kind of give it a little bit different ceiling. I believe that stays. I think everything that you see now is pretty much what it ends up being. I named it Pineway Lane. Why I named it that, I really don't know. I think I put pine trees. There's a whole bunch of pine trees, I believe, in the front of the house. That's actually, I don't know, kind of a decent name, I guess. But, I never know what to name a house. I was thinking of street names. It sounded like a street name to me, so that's kind of what I called it. It's not on a street named, at least I don't think so. I don't even know where I'm building this house at, honestly. It's being built somewhere. Where it is, I don't know. I don't think there's a street nearby that's named that. I really have no idea. But, yeah, just basically doing some more of the blacking out of the things that you can't see or that your Sims can't go. I just think it gives a finished look. That's all. It's mainly the reason why I do that. But just going through recoloring, I really have no idea what to say. Because everything I'm doing here is pretty much the same thing that I do pretty much everywhere. I end up this time choosing to use... A lot of times I've been using white a lot of times, but this time I decided to go a little bit different. Any of the windows that you will see on the pink brick are going to be colored in kind of the greenish color from the siding, but then any of the windows that are on the greenish moss-like color siding is going to be the pinkish color from the brick. So a little bit different. I thought that would add something a little bit different, a change, something I don't normally do, because I usually just stick with white because it's easier. Well, this time I decided to go with a little something different just to have a change, and I like the way it turned out. I think they add nice contrast to each other, and that helps stand the windows out. That way you can see them better and they don't blend in with the siding, because I wanted to do a different color, but if I used all the same color, then depending on what wall it was on, it might blend in and you wouldn't hardly be able to see it. So that's why I went with 2 different colors for that. So the downstairs has an entrance. It has an eat-in kitchen, a living room. The master bedroom is downstairs. There's 2 bedrooms upstairs. I really cannot remember the bathrooms for the life of me. I just cannot. I don't remember them. I just got done looking at some of the screenshots, but I wasn't paying attention when I was loading them into the video. So I really have no idea how many bathrooms this house has. It's going to have, I'm going to assume between 1 and 2. It's going to be my educated guess. How educated, I really don't know. But I guess we'll find out, won't we? Basically, again, the landscaping with this house isn't really a landscape that looks too like taken care of. I don't know. What I ended up doing, what I was thinking, actually I really can't remember what I was thinking, but from the looks of it, those trees were put in and it kind of gave like a little bit of a privacy type of idea. So I thought that would be a really cute place to put a few benches and chairs. I don't know if I put anything else there or not, but that was just the start of that idea. Again, a lot of my landscaping anymore, for the most part, isn't for a well-trimmed, taken care of landscape. It's just, you know, something that I know that's more laid back, something that you wouldn't necessarily need a gardener or know a lot about gardening to take care of. It's one of those ones that wouldn't take much work. So here I think is where I'm just trying to decide. I think that long rectangular room area, I think is like a guest bed or guest bathroom. And I'm not sure what I make the other one. I don't know. Maybe there's a laundry room in this house. I can't remember. I can't remember anything about it. Oh my goodness. Maybe there is not. There is a bathroom. There it is. There's a bathroom upstairs. I've seen it now. So there's definitely a half bath at least, or I should say a quarter bath downstairs. The other room, I'm almost going to want to say that's a laundry room. So it looks like your Sims will have a laundry room in this house. If I do have a laundry room in it, which I'm pretty sure by the looks of the layout, if you don't want to do laundry, that's fine. Just delete the washer and dryer and your Sims will not be putting laundry on the floor. So you can pretty much change that room into whatever you want. So now that I've said that, it's probably gonna be something else. I am probably completely wrong on what that room is going to be. So, but based on where the door is coming from the room, I'm pretty much going to almost bet that that's a laundry room. So, yeah, I built this house too long ago. It was the end of April when I was building between 2 and 4 houses a week. And since I'm only uploading one house a week, this house was quite a long time ago. I still have another house yet from that time. I really need to get busy on working on houses. I have actually taken quite a long break from building. I've done obviously a little bit here and there with collabs, but not really a full, sit down and build. I'm still working on a house that I started probably the beginning of May, I think is when I started it. And it's the really big lot. That same big lot I've been talking about for weeks. Yeah, I think the last time I went in and build, I'm in the decorating process, so I think the last time I was in and decorated was probably a week and a half ago, so I'm really not in it very often. And honestly, I don't have a whole lot of time right now. I have been so busy, and I am trying to cram in all these videos all in one day just so I don't have to worry about it the rest of the week because I'm just so busy right now. I haven't even had time to do anything with any of the mods that I have uploaded to mod the Sims. I mean, I'm just, oh my goodness, right now I just don't have the time, and I feel bad because there's some things I want to change in the mods, and I just don't have the time to get to it right now. It just isn't happening. So, and then trying to get the time to build, oh my goodness, right now, and then when I think, oh, I do have the time, it's like, man, I just don't feel like building right now. I just want to sit and relax because I feel like I was running around all day. So yeah, I'm trying. Hopefully I will get some more built. I think once I get this big house done, I'll go back to like the medium-sized houses. Those don't take me quite as long. But the house I'm building now is for a very large family. In fact, you should be able to fit a family in there for if you have a mod that allows more than 8 Sims. So it's definitely a good size. So I do like the way the decorating of this house is. Now that I'm seeing a little bit more of it while I'm watching the video play while I do the commentary, I was a little unsure of them curtains though. I don't know what I was thinking. If I were to play in this house, I'd probably leave them go just because I'm lazy and don't want to change them a second time. But I think I'm still watching. I'm pretty much watching like you guys are. I'm watching what I'm doing. I think the color still works. It's one of those things where I wanted it to still mesh well with the kitchen since it was open and you can see from one room to the next. But at the same time, I wanted it to have its own attitude, its own personality. I'm not sure that color was the right personality. I don't know. And then I'm looking at the floor plan some more. It looks like the master bedroom will also have a bathroom. So this is definitely actually a good sized house. Looks like it's going to be 3 bedroom and 3 baths. So that's actually pretty decent. That's a decent sized family home. So it definitely looks like it. And then this is the formal entrance. This goes with a completely different color scheme than the previous portion of the house that we just got done seeing. It's more in the yellows. I think it was cute. So there's the quarter bath, and a quarter bath is just a toilet and a sink, if you were wondering. And a 3/4 bath would be a toilet, sink, and shower. Or no. Or it could be a shower or a bathtub, maybe. I can't quite remember now. But a full bath is considered when you have a shower and a bathtub and a sink and toilet. So it has all 4 pieces. And then, of course, this would be a quarter bath because it doesn't have a shower or a bath. But, sometimes those are nice. Having something like that. It's just basically this would be called a powder room or a guest bathroom based on its location. Sometimes, actually, I wish we could do it in The Sims, but we can't. A lot of times your powder rooms are actually underneath the staircase. It's a great use of space when you don't have a basement, and a lot of times that's where they put the powder room, but unfortunately we cannot do that in The Sims. So a lot of times I just stick a powder room somewhere else. In this case, it happens to be in the entrance. So yeah, here is the laundry room. So just doing my usual that I do with the laundry room. That's a utility sink is what I would call it, and what a lot of people call it actually around where I live. Basically, a utility sink is used for when you're coming in from outside. You can use that sink to wash up instead of using the main house sink. Or if you have laundry that needs to be hand washed, that's a great place to wash the laundry. A lot of times there'll even be a rack or something like that, or a bar somewhere where you can hang up the laundry after you've hand washed them. In fact, I have a couple of pieces of clothing that can go in the washer, but not the dryer. So those are also nice, having a rack in the laundry room. That way, as soon as you take your laundry out of the washer, you can just hang it up and let it dry while you're putting everything else in. So that's why almost every laundry room that you see has a utility sink and, counter space or, everything. That's usually why you see that in all my builds. So almost all my laundry rooms have those kinds of things in them just because I like them and they are useful. So here's the master bedroom. Again, it's not very large. I prefer my rooms actually in The Sims to be a little bit more compact and not to be real big. I personally, I don't like trying to search for my Sims. I just got done doing that big Victorian home, which is gorgeous. I might add, I absolutely love it. Yes, I'm upselling or whatever. I don't even know what you want to call it. One of my own builds, but I absolutely love it. I find it gorgeous and beautiful, but the problem for me is it is way too big. Searching for my Sims. I have built a couple of houses, and I've even played in a few other people's houses that are really big, and I just don't like trying to find my Sims. Or I just don't care for it. So for me personally, I would much rather have a house about this size, but yet at the same time big enough to hold, a few bedrooms and a decent sized family. So that's why on my channel, most of the houses that you see will be about this size. I am not a builder for large, huge houses. That is not something you're going to find too often on my channel. So I know that there's a lot of simmers out there on YouTube that build really big homes, and they seem to, you know, people apparently really like it. Like I even notice on Mod the Sims when people upload houses, it always seems like the really large houses get the most, the downloads and the views, but I just don't like them that big. In fact, I won't even hardly download a house that's even that big in the first place. So that's just not for me. So yeah, this is my style. So if you enjoyed the house that you're seeing now, I have a bunch more on my channel that would be very similar to this. I am a traditional house builder. I'm not modern. I do have a couple here or there that might be modern or might be a little bit of a mix between traditional and modern, but that is not my style. This is what you're going to find on my channel. So if you enjoy what you're watching here, I definitely encourage you to go check out my playlists for more speed builds. I actually have a lot of speed builds. I don't mean I only have maybe 20. I have a lot. So I definitely have plenty of content on my channel for you to watch if you're just a speed builder or you just want to watch speed builds. I have plenty out there for you. In fact, you get far enough back, you will get into ones that are just music, because I had no idea what I was doing at the beginning of my channel. I didn't have a microphone hooked up. I didn't have my editing program that I use now. I mean, it was a mess. It was it was a huge mess. And then when I did finally get my microphone hooked up, like I said, I didn't have my editor, so I wasn't able to take out a lot of the background noises or anything else that comes in with my microphone. And the quality just isn't very good, but the builds are there for you to watch. So I still like a lot of the houses I did back then, even though those were a long time ago. But hopefully you enjoy them as well. I have heard from some of you that you enjoy those just as much as you enjoy my new ones. So thank you very much. I am glad that you enjoy my content. And if you like watching Let's Plays, I do have some of those on my channel as well, and some of them are completed and some are still going. So if you're wondering what my schedule is, just go to my About page or About tab on YouTube, and that'll tell you the video uploading schedule. That way you know when everything is being uploaded. My computer specs as well are also there. I have been asked questions on what kind of computer I have. It's not a computer I would recommend, but if you want to see what I have, it is there. I just wouldn't recommend it. It will run The Sims 3, and it runs all the expansion packs, and it runs almost a lot of the store content, but it's not my recommendation. So, but anyway, that's just a little bit more about my channel for you while we were watching this speed build, because if you're anything like me, you can watch someone build and listen to them talk at the same time. So I really don't know what you guys want me to talk about. Do you want me to talk about miscellaneous things, about what goes on in my life or the speed build? I really don't know. I personally like it when the person talks about the speed build, preferably. Except there isn't really right now for anything for me to talk about in my speed build. So I'm putting some exterior lighting, which usually in my builds usually means we're approaching the end of the build. I must have just decided all of a sudden, oh, we should put a few more things. Like, oh, this has kids. Maybe we should have a slide. Sometimes I put things in spur of the moment. But as you can see, everything is very simple. Landscape is simple, nothing extravagant. And I'm not a backyard builder. So all my builds are going to be very minimal when it comes to the backyard. I do not have lavish gardens either, because I just don't have a clue what I'm doing. So, but here are the screenshots. We're close to the end, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you here and give you a little bit of music, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.